How to fake a full highlight. This is what I do. We all know that we don't need to be getting full highlights every 6 to 8 weeks. It's really bad for your hair. And my girl right here had a little incident a couple months ago, I want to say, where she box colored her hair. So her last session was a color correction. And previously to her color correction, she was a platinum blonde. So her color correction did cause a little bit of dryness to her hair. So today I prepped her hair with K18 and I'm foiling her hair with 10 Vol, nothing higher. That being said, she did not need a full highlight today because we just did the works on her hair maybe 8 weeks ago. But since she wears her hair up majority of the time, I am going to fake a full highlight. And as you can see, I am framing her entire hairline underneath. I'm taking some pretty thin weaves and framing her hairline. And then I'm going to repeat the process once again right on top of those other weaves. She still has some brassiness going on from her previous color correction. Let me just insert some pictures of what the transformation looked like the first time. Here's the before of her trying to color it at home. And this is how she left. It turned out amazing actually. Unfortunately though, color fades and it always fades brassy. So our goal today is to brighten her back up, but we don't want to add a lot of damage obviously. Once I finished highlighting the perimeter of her hairline underneath, I moved to the very top and I'm basically only doing her crown section. Once the back of her head was complete, I moved to the front and I'm taking a slice right above her ear and I'm weaving out a thin section. I'm going to paint that sucker and fold it up. This takes a minute. Here we go. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to go along to the front of her hairline and do the same thing. Except along the front of her hairline, I'm doing slices and not weaves because I want it to stand out more. After I fold up her first face framing foil, that was a tongue twister, I'm doing one more weave directly above her ear and then I'm starting with more face framing pieces. If somebody's wanting to be blonde, even if they're getting a partial or a half or a full, whatever it is, I always make sure that the front of their hair has the most highlights because it's going to stand out more and give the illusion of them being really bright even if you didn't have to do a lot of work. Everything I explained on the other side is exactly what I'm doing on this side of her head. Still making sure that those foils are nice and tight right above her ear and along her face to make sure that she looks extra bright. Here is our final result, y'all. She literally got a partial highlight and look at her underneath. This is the best way to fake a full if you're balling on a budget or you just want to maintain your hair's health. This is by far one of my favorite hacks I've ever learned.